Hey Scorpio, welcome to the Jezebel Way Tarot. Today I'm going to be doing your love and separation read for the month of June. Now, before you all fall over, I know I'm early. I didn't believe it myself. But here we are. So we have Mercury retrograde into Taurus. There may be some emotional purging. This may be the more emotional part of the journey through retrograde. Thank goodness it's over on the 2nd or 3rd of June, I think. Okay, so let's just get right down to brass tacks and see what we got going on for love in June, first half, for Scorpio. I wanted to thank you guys, Scorpio, for hanging in there and being loyal and holding it down for me. I love you guys. Always you deliver. So let's see what we got for love for you for first half June. June, balance. Somebody's trying to regain their balance, aren't we all? Aren't we all? Okay. Feminine energy. Your divine feminine. Okay. Sorry, I guess I need some bifocals. You're seeking her twin or soulmate. Your divine feminine. Okay, so for some of you out there, for you masculines, feminine seeking you. Feminines, masculine seeking you. Seeking someone, family. So this lends to the idea of steady commitment, of stable commitment. There could be kids involved. There could be issues about logistics, what are we going to do about that? How are we going to handle that situation? But mainly this is for okay, we're going to do this time. Fresh start. New opportunity. Release the past. This is your second chance. Okay, so, there's been a lot of that energy going on, so I'm not surprised, But someone's coming back seeking that from you, or you are seeking that from them. So let's see what we got. Okay, enlightenment, boing. Even though she's hanging drawers out on the line there, she's had a moment, okay, a moment of clarity. And it looks like to me somebody, boom, has had a moment of clarity, enlightenment, a download about why something may have ended. Also, we have overcoming issues with a lover and moving forward with a new offer, moving forward again. Things that were confusing may become clear to you throughout this next half of the retrograde or going into June. So let's see what's going on with your lover. Moving forward from something. They're moving forward past conflict and confusion, closing out a cycle. And they want a new beginning. So basically, it looks like to me they're ending something on their end. They're closing out cycles on their ends of confusion and lack. And will they give me another chance situation? What I'm getting when I'm laying this Four of Cups card down is maybe there was a choice that was made. Maybe they slingshotted back to the Karmic. Maybe the Karmic was chosen. And now they're kicking themselves in the ass over here thinking, wow, I really did that. And they're seeking a new beginning from you. Now, remember, I had somebody in the comments yesterday trying to tell me about spirituality and how to read cards. But anyway, that's an everyday thing. But the point was valid about things coming in retrograde may not last. So be careful of the communication that you have with past lovers or someone that you want to be a potential future lover during retrograde season, because it may not last, or it may end during the next retrograde season. It may end as quickly as it began. Now, I'm not going to be speaking to twin flames as far as communication with the twin goes, because if they do contact you during Mercury retrograde, then maybe it's about a lesson. But again, remember we had the lunar eclipse. And so to me, that's solving problems, closing cycles, opening up portals for communication. So somebody here's had an epiphany. They want a second chance with you, a new start, a solid start. You may have children, they may have children, whatever your situation. But they're closing out a cycle, moving forward past a cycle of their own and looking at a new beginning. They may be looking at being single. So let's see what's going on with you. Okay, you're judging some issue. I think you want reparations for bad behavior, right? Want somebody to be responsible for their bad behavior. And so you're like, no, until you know what you did wrong, So sometimes I always say, and this is kind of a little bit twisted, but unless they feel the pain, they don't know what they did wrong. Right? So this is kind of what I'm getting. Unless you feel the pain, Scorpio, you're saying to your partner, then you're not going to know what you did wrong. And until you know what you did wrong, we can't move forward. So you're planning, you're looking away from that situation, right? Over here toward your own opportunities and your own future. And you're planting the seeds for that. They are always in the back of your mind, though. I mean, let's not kid ourselves. We can get up here and we can say, hit the dough or whatever, but this person had an impact on your life, and they're always in the back of your mind. So while you're thinking of them and they're always in the back of your mind, you're over here looking at other opportunities in your own life, how to grow, make plans, harvest your own efforts. You want to celebrate yourself. You don't want to deal with any more childish behavior. Don't want to deal with any more temper tantrums. You don't want to deal with any more drama, conflict. This person may have brought an immature behavior pattern to this relationship because they didn't know how to handle their emotions. They didn't know how to handle themselves. And so you're saying here, yeah, I would love to celebrate. I would love to be in fantasy land about this situation. I would love to be able to say, yeah, let me just take you back. But I cannot deal with this immature behavior and this destruction that you bring all of the time. Because sometimes Scorpios bring catalytic behavior, right? They bring behavior that does destroy, but it also rebuilds something else. But then you have other people who bring that energy of destruction, and it's nothing else is rising up out of the ashes of that, right? That's you cleaning up a mess. And so that's what you're saying here. I don't want to clean up any more of your messes. Okay, so let's see what their blocks are. Okay, so emotionally they're unfulfilled. So beware of being a placeholder, right? You may have, and this may not be for everybody. This may be one small part of the situation, right? But you may have somebody who often slings shots back to you when they're in between relationships because they need an ego boost, right? Or they need a placeholder until they get to the next stop. Leave them at the goddamn bus station. Just leave them there. Just walk on home and leave them standing there. If that's what you have going on, then this is a lesson for you to just leave them standing in the rain. Just goodbye. So here we have their block here is that they're not feeling it. They're busted. They're burnt out. They're sitting here emotionally empty. They definitely are not having the time of their life. The reality has set in. Okay, that they're moving past a situation that sort of left them high and dry. I think that this also, for those of you who are dealing with people who may have substance abuse issues, they were triggered, I think, to drink a lot. There's an issue of drinking here that, they're trying not to do it, but they're being triggered by this person. It looks also like to me that they actually can't even get it up. Okay, they can't even get it up. They're so emotionally broke that they can't get it up. Okay, and so you can't have, and while you're rising, right, you're rising and ascending, they've sort of, not that they've plummeted, but now they're having to face the reality of how things actually are in their world. And so they may want to come to you for some healing or for a little boost or whatever. For some of you, that may be the situation. For others of you, this may be a genuine fresh start for this relationship. But they're busted. Have you heard that song? Gosh, I wish I could remember the title of it, but it's I'm Busted. So I don't remember. But anyway, that's coming through my mind. They're busted. And they may want to be gravitating toward you for, a little bit of ego boost. Give me a little bump, And I don't think you're going to give it to them this time. I think you're going to want reparations, like I said, and this isn't revenge. Reparations means, you want them to acknowledge what it is that they've done, how they've behaved, how they did you, right? You want them to acknowledge that. So until you acknowledge that, I'm sorry, but your ass is going to be sitting by yourself at that bus station over there because I ain't coming to pick your ass up. So that's kind of what you got going on for their blocks. They are busted. So let me see what's going on for you. You're picking up your pieces and you're carrying on with the show over here. You may have been hermiting yourself because you're holding on to trauma or pain that you're working through and you kind of need to let go of, right? So the block here is you've kind of cut off communication to everybody, maybe especially when it comes to romance or love interests. You're just not feeling it. You just want to be by yourself, doing your thing, whatever. But your healing is what you're doing. So you've got to start practicing on or working through letting go of this situation here. Because you're hermiting yourself. And I mean, listen, when Scorpio gets hurt or when they get fed up with people's shit, they just basically just get tired of this whole thing we call the world. Scorpios will have a tendency to go and hide somewhere. You may not, I mean, it's nothing for Scorpio to disappear. Boop, just be off the radar. And people are wondering, well, where the hell did Scorpio go? Well, Scorpio's healing something, or Scorpio's burnt out, Scorpio's taking a break, Scorpio's whatever. Time alone for Scorpio is about rejuvenation and growth, recharging. And so, Scorpio, you may be in that kind of mode, or you may have been in that kind of mode, and you need to let go of whatever it is made you go into hermit mode, right? I'm not saying you got to go out and be the life of the party, I'm just saying hermiting and healing can be, can coincide, but if you're hermiting and you're not healing, then you're just, you're just hiding out, right? Anyway, so let's see what's going on in between you. Excuse me, my cards won't stay in my hands today. Oh, it's the star card. Okay, great. So There could be a great deal of healing in between the two of you if you sit down and have an authentic and real conversation. I think if you sit down and you talk stuff out and, they kind of show you their actions instead of talking a big game, then there may be some hope for this situation. But you're both healing in your own way during this time. Okay, there we go. Behave. So there's a lot of healing going on between the two of you. What's going on between Okay. That's interesting. I think you have a tendency to feel like this person loves to talk a lot. They love to present ideas that they don't have the capacity to follow up with. And they're always the man with the plan, right? And I think that you feel like that they're going to come back with some more of that bullshit. And unfortunately, they don't have the capability at this point of doing that right now. I mean, because they're pretty busted, right? And by having that thought process, yes, are you acknowledging, okay, this is this person's pattern? But by having that thought process, you're not letting go. So this could plummet you into a new lesson cycle. So let's see what's going on here. What's between Scorpio and their lover? Universe, show me what I need to see. Yeah, new opportunity. Wanting a new opportunity. And, you guys can come for me and you can talk some shit in the comments section, whatever. I don't give a fuck. But this is about the both of you secretly wanting this relationship to come back together. I said it, okay? You both secretly want to move forward with a new opportunity, okay? But understand that there's boundaries, there's healing, there has to be changed behavior, all of those kind of things for that to kind of take place, right? So let's see how they feel about you, Scorpio. I know all of y'all are going to be like, bitch. But just, can't help it. That's what they say. Show me, Scorpio. How does Scorpio? Okay. All right. Just fall out on the ground again. Okay. They want to come in. How do they feel about you, Scorpio? They want to come in and have this big conversation about rekindling, the relationship, reconciliation, making the choice to be together again. They want that conversation. Scorpio's liver feel about Scorpio. Whether that's a delusion or a reality, like I said, you secretly both want this to happen. Making a decision whether or not they should come and talk to you about it. Are you going to receive their communication? Show me the Knight of Swords in reverse. Ten of Pentacles, are we stable? Is she stable? Does she want this commitment from me? Or does he want this commitment from me? Let's see what they're thinking. Confusion in the reverse, balance. What are they thinking? They want to cut the confusion. They want balance in harmonious ideas here, right? There is an issue here about feeling trapped and making a decision. Scorpio, here you are transforming. You may not accept their cup, right? They are under the impression that you may not accept their cup. But let's see what this Eight of Swords is. The cup is representation of an offer of love. An offer, a desire. Show me the Eight of Swords. Oh, okay. Okay, so basically, they're thinking that, they may need to come in with a little bit of game. Not maliciously, but like, they don't want to look like some pathetic thing over here, right? So they may come in with something playful or snarky or, whatever, so that they don't look like they're desperate or trying to find a reason to talk to you or whatever, right? So they may come in with that just so that they don't feel so exposed. So just beware of that. Let's see what their intention is. I think that you're going to see right through it, though, of course. And you're going to know, okay, well, they think they're being cute or whatever. I lost a card over here. There it is. Hello. Totally sober, I promise. What is their intention? We have the Four of Wands falling out on the floor here. So their intention is, as the read began, they seek out a fresh start, a commitment with you. Queen of Cups. Happiness, a fresh start, and committed relationship, balance in relationship is their happiness with the Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups is coming out a lot for Scorpio. I usually, again, don't associate Scorpio, any Scorpio, with Queen of Cups energy. This is more a Pisces, Cancer type deal. Scorpio is a little bit more edge, so I honestly always associate Scorpio with Queen of Swords or Queen of Wands energy, even though I know that's not representative of Scorpio's sign astrologically, but I kind of feel like Scorpio has a little bit of a different edge, just like Capricorn has a little bit of a different edge than most earth signs. So, but there's a softer side being exposed for Scorpio here, and that's why you're coming up that way in the read. They're looking for the more nurturing side and forgiving side of Scorpio. Like, you could go snipe hunting with the forgiveness that you're going to be expecting from Scorpio, because you're never going to find it, okay? I mean, if Scorpio chooses to forgive you and allow you back in their world again, then you may, and it's an ego thing, yes, but it's a protection thing for Scorpio. Then you're very special to them. Okay, you're very, very special to them. It doesn't mean that you're off the hook. Okay, they're going to be eyeballing you, seeing what you're doing. Anyway, just side thought there. Their intention there is to come back to you. They want to, they're hoping for a more softer side of you. They are wanting to bring this relationship back together again. And in a balance, the two of you coming together. So let's see what they're going to do. Okay, so when they approach you on this matter, they may not have the warm welcome that they hope. And Scorpio, you may be like a little defensive, okay? Which, of course, is going to make them take a step back. So what are they going to do? They're going to experience that, right? They're going to take a step back. They're going to take it a little bit slower. They don't want a Three of Swords situation here. They don't want a broken heart, even though you being like, wait, right there, sir, is going to hurt their feelings a little bit. They are going to go back and regroup, okay, back to headquarters and regroup, okay, and try and take this apart and put it back together again. Okay, fine, Scorpio. I know that Scorpio has feelings for me. How do I win Scorpio back over? How do I influence Scorpio again? How do I make Scorpio look at me like they did in the beginning? So they're going back to regroup. Okay? So let's see what they think you're going to do. I think they think that you're going to be telling them, why is this any different than it ever was? Why is this any different? What's different now? You're going to agonize, okay? Agonize over all of the reasons why this won't work. You are going to go through a plan, okay, about, remember when you did this. There are 8 cups here, and Scorpio is dutifully going to be going through all 8 of them in order, index cards, slideshows, posters, evidence, okay? You're going to be going through all 8 cups with these plans that they have and shooting holes and stuff, right? So they anticipate you to be more, what's the word? Not accepting, I guess that's what I think of. Not accepting of it, right? That's what they're anticipating with you. But let's see what you actually are going to do. Okay. You're going to make them sweat it out a little bit, yeah? 5 of Pentacles, you're going to be like, oh, God, this fucking shit again. And, but, like I said earlier, okay, you guys both kind of secretly want this. It's just that you're going to want to make them cry about it. You're going to want to make them beg. Okay. So let's see what a final outcome can be in this situation. A 9 of Cups, okay. You guys might have like a love-hate situation going on. Not like an actual hate, but you guys may in fact enjoy insulting each other, or you might have that kind of rapport with one another that kind of, you know, is your thing with them or whatever, and their thing with you. Because it's a whole lot of stuff for it to be, oh, it's 9 of Cups. But wish fulfillment. That is the end of the story there. Wish fulfillment. I think Queen of Wands, Scorpio now. Scorpio's here. I feel like, I know this is a fire sign card, but now you're like, you know what? The Queen of Wands doesn't wait for any person. She does her own shit, and you can get in line. You are kind of going to take control back of the situation. I think you may have been in a place before in which this partner may have had control, or you may have felt like they had control in the situation. But now your Queen of Wands, your sweetness is there. Yes, the love is there. The I'm going to take care of my partner is there. But now you're calling the shots, right? You're calling the shots, and you're recounting and remembering. But you're going to be moving forward. After the judgment is passed and you realize this person is not going to stab you in the back again, you're going to move forward toward relationship. This is 7 in Hierophant, a 7 in the Hierophant. So it's a fated situation anyway. It's meant to be. Could have past soul connections, past life connection, something like that. But until this thing takes place, you're going to be repeating it and repeating it and repeating it and repeating it. So 7 in the Hierophant, just remember that. So you know immediately where this is going to go, Scorpio, but you sort of are taking your time getting there. All right, so let's see what they have to say to you. Just being near you is intoxicating. Yes, that happens with Scorpios sometimes. If they're in that energy or whatever. I know I messed up everything. Yep, you sure did. Sometimes I stay awake thinking about you. I lost myself for a little while. I wish I had treated you better. You were the best thing in my life. You got that damn straight. Okay. You were the best thing in my life, Scorpio, and I can't go to sleep now. You can't go to sleep because your shit's firing off and you know you did wrong. That's why you can't sleep. Let's see what their next move is. Excuse me. Intrigued. This came out in the reverse. They're not retreating anymore. They've been elusive, had shadow work to do. They're staying in this intoxication. They know they just can't be friends with you. They're relying on their faith, but they want to rekindle this intimacy with you. So they're going to be ultra curious. What is their next move? Curiosity, obsession, spying, trying to see how they can get a way in, That's what their next move's going to be. Let's see how they're feeling about you in the bedroom. Okay, so you two kind of had a style in which, like when I said earlier, you kind of like to, inflict a little pain or whatever. You guys kind of have a style about a more aggressive way with one another. Sometimes you like to be in control, sometimes they do. But there's also an element of intimacy here. They miss that. They miss, though, the intimacy that you have with one another. That means you can be in a room with them and know exactly what they're thinking or exactly what they're telling you without the use of words. And they want to heal that and bring that back. They want to court you. They want to woo you back into situations. So they've not been able to quite click with anyone else in the right fashion. So, let's get some love cards on it. This is a long one, Scorpio. Sorry. Focus on love. Look for good attributes in each and every person in your life. Well, this is saying why. You got to prioritize it. This is what you want. And if it's what you want, then you can't stop thinking. You can't continue thinking in a mode of why it's not going to work. You have to go into the thought process of what is going to work. Demonstrate love. This is a 3. What's in alignment with you currently? Find out what's important to the people you love and act on it. Okay. I don't think it's for you to act initially here. You're to receive, not to give. You're not to be the instigator. Secret admirer. Someone has deeper feelings for you than they're letting on. Yes, we know. The past is now behind you. Release it and embrace new possibilities. A new path is now available for you. Follow it with faith. Okay? What have you got to lose? You gave them another chance. Okay. You're moving on. You have a good life. You're ascending. You're doing what you want to do. If you feel like this is a return lesson, then don't. But what have you got to lose here? You're good to go because you're always going to make sure you're good to go, Scorpio. If you could do anything, and my ear just started ringing when I said that, so pay attention. If you could do anything, what would it be? The answer dwells in your heart, not in your mind. For the heart is the gateway to the soul. So there you go. Okay. Heart, gateway to the soul. No Scorpios are going to be like, bleh, bleh, while they're watching this. But hey, that's what they want to talk about today. Let's see some advice for you, Scorpio. TikTok, get in alignment with what you want. You need to decide what it is you want. You can close out cycles. You can go and everything that glitters isn't gold. See if that's something that you can apply to this situation when you're observing this person. You know, are their actions meaning their words? The fates, abundance returning, the fates. Again, remember I said, remember the 7 and the Hierophant. That's this card, the fates. So this relationship is fated, fated, not faded, to go round again. So, so you can make your own decisions. You have free will, Scorpio, but nonetheless, they're coming back, back around again. So anyway, love you guys and see you later.